How well do you handle uncertainty about the future? I'm here at the Perth Convention Centre today. I'm speaking at the Financial Advisors Association of Australia National Congress and talking about being fit for the future, and especially about being able to manage uncertainty and still be able to perform well and have that mental agility and fitness for your job. And it's interesting because people they do worry about the future, and that does affect their performance. There was an interesting psychological study done recently. I don't know how they got ethics approval for this, but what they did was they took these participants and hooked them up to some electrodes and got them to play a little bit of a game, a little video game. And on the screen, there were a bunch of rocks, and they could click on a rock, and some of the rocks would have a snake under it, and some of them didn't. And if it had a snake, then they'd get a real little electrical shock. So the idea was to click rocks with as few snakes as possible. Now, then the experimenters adjusted the experiment in one of two ways. So one was they had more snakes under more rocks, so that there was more danger. And the other one, they didn't have more snakes, but they moved the snakes around randomly so that the same amount of snakes, but you didn't know when you clicked a rock whether there would be a snake around it next time. And what they found was, of course, people were more anxious and their stress levels went up when there were more snakes, but they were even more stressed and anxious in the situation where there weren't more snakes, but they didn't know where the snakes were going to be, because they felt that they had a little bit more control. They had a little bit more influence and agency over their future actions. And this is true for all of us. And we've got a lot of disruption and change with, 5 years ago it was COVID. Maybe now it's AI, tomorrow who knows what's next. And one of the key skills for the future is to be able to be adaptable, flexible, and manage a world full of change and uncertainty and crisis and chaos, because that's what our world is going to have in the future. It's one of the key skills for the future. And I'll be talking about that and some of the other key skills for the future in my online presentation coming up soon, which is all about future-ready skills. It's free, it's public, it's open to everybody, so please register. And this is open to everybody, especially leaders and managers, but to everybody. So please invite everybody on your team and your network as well. I'll see you in the future.